Now, we have been on the Heritage Caravan Diaries. We have been showing you how it's been going so far. You remember the first day they visited Agotime Equatoy, and where they had a whole derba. They enjoyed the food, the tradition of the people. The next day, Koforidua, Eastern Region, Rock City. They have gone to the Uzbek. You are going to be seeing all of it. Now, I would not whet your appetite with my talking. Just watch the video and you would have a better understanding.
Ago.
Touchdown Batume Junction border post here in the Botu region. There's a particular point here where when you stand, you can actually have one foot in Togo and the other in Ghana. They are spending the city on one side and the Sifa on the other side. It's just a thin line between Ghana and Togo, and it's exciting that we've brought patrons here so that they can get to share or get to know the story, this particular story, and of course revel in the experience of having to be able to stand between Ghana and Togo. The Heritage Caravan continues. There's so much more in stock. It promises to get even more exhilarating, but you want to stay with us and catch all the fun even as you ride with us on this journey.
All right, so we just watched day one, and I'm sure you are still pumped up, wondering, so what happened in day two? What happened in day two? All right, let me tell you. So day two, they went from Volta to the Eastern region, and a little birdie told me that they had so much fun. Apart from some of the videos that we saw, there was more fun. Apart from the food, there was like a party at night with DJ Mingo. So they had a whole club session, and they had so much fun at the Rock City Hotel at Abetifi. I could go on and on and on, but let's check it out.
So we're here at the Walter Serene Hotel. Beautiful place to be in the heart of Ho. Now listen, yesterday was a fantastic journey that we had. Right from Ula Hansen, number 5 Ula Hansen Lane in Tesano, Accra, Ghana. Now we set off, of course, after a wonderful breakfast that we had there at the Citi Gardens. It was an amazing experience. Beautiful breakfast. All the different things, different options were there. Now, when we set off, went straight to the Volta region. Now, we did a quick stop to sort of like rest our legs and, stretch our legs a little bit and all of that in the Volta region. And then we headed straight for Agotine. Now, when we got to Agotine, there's a beautiful kente display and a durbar that we experienced. It was beautiful. Then they give us a bit of a history of how they came about, in Agotine Petoy. And then, of course, the taste of Toto Papa. Yes, beautiful, beautiful food there eaten in the Volta region. We experienced that as well. And of course, I enjoy particularly the baobab drink, right? And, there's so many things to enjoy in Ghana and all of that. You don't want to miss the Heritage Caravan. And I'm going to be bringing you updates as the days go by, what we're experiencing. And then, of course, we came to the Volta Serene Hotel from Agotime Petoy. We got here to the Volta Serene Hotel to come and party the night away. Of course, in Chin Chin Band was on point last night. I'm telling you, from all the golden oldies, the music from High Life Classics to the music from the 60s and 70s that we remember, the discos and all of that happened last night. It was amazing. So into Chimba took us into the night, and then we all went to bed to go rest. Then this morning, up bright and early here at the Volta Serene Hotel, we're heading out. We've just had breakfast. Everybody's ready. They're all taking photos and getting snapshots and all of that.
Go. Ago.
So we are going to have a taste of Eastern region. And this time, the indigenous foods of Eastern region, and then the foods of the settlers. You understand?
The Brim is the river that runs through all the upper states and even beyond. So Pipe Brim in it is Sadi for Monty for Penny. And we have a municipality called Kwabi Municipality. And the municipality is seated right.
Ago.
Are you as excited as I am? Because if you want more, then from the eastern region, the Caravanites moved straight to Bono. You would love to see this.
All right, so it's morning of day 3 of the Heritage Caravan, and I'm super stoked. I'm super excited. It's going to be an amazing experience. It's been amazing so far. So if you missed out on what happened yesterday we jetted off from Agotime Petoy, from the Volta Serene, experience, and then we came straight through to the Eastern Regional Minister's residence, where he hosted us to a fantastic buffet. It was like a culinary, journey into what Ghanaians have in the Eastern region. Of course, there were some extra dishes that came from settler communities as well, but it was an amazing experience, from the eto to the mpotompoto to the aprapransa to fufu. I mean, you just imagine. So we ended up here last night at the Rock City Hotel, the famed, the beautiful Rock City Hotel right here in Kwewu Hills. Now, we are having breakfast this morning. As you may see all the patrons out there enjoying their breakfast, and we're getting ready. We just have about 15 to 20 minutes more to go to set off for eventually today the Usbed Hotel in the Bono region. But before we get to Usbed, we are going to dovetail, going westwards towards Kumasi, Ejiso Kumasi. So the experience is that we're going to go to the Menchia Palace Museum. The Menchia Palace Museum. Yes, we're going to look for those gold artifacts that were brought back. Yes, we're going to go and see them firsthand ourselves and come and testify to you that we saw them. Then after that, we're going to jet northwards towards the Bono region. We'll be settling at Usbed tonight. It's been an amazing time so far. I'm looking forward to bringing you an update tomorrow morning as to what happens today. All right, so stay tuned, stay blessed. And to all those on Breakfast Daily, I want to say a big hi to all of you. And to my very good friends on the news review segment, to Larry Dogbe and to Paulo Fori, good morning to you as well.
Ago. We are in Kwanda. Wherever you are, we are in a happy meeting camp. You have a sister here. I'm going to welcome you all to help you with whatever you want to do to help Ghana. And also, I know you all know some of you are from here originally. And we are no Mama Council. You will be our father.
Yes, Maggie gave it to me. Thank you. No, wait, don't give it out, I'll still sweat.
I can feel the excitement right here. In fact, I wish I was on that caravan with them. And as you saw in Jaya Kwanta, the tradition, the cultural display, the food, and the ohima hairdressing alone should tell you that when it comes to our culture, we do not play with it at all. And since this is Heritage Month, you could see the entire food on display. Which one caught your eye most?
Everything. As a foodie, everything. I don't like to say I have one preferred food. I'm a foodie. I experiment with food. I'm comfortable with food as long as it's food.
So you're adventurous with food?
Very, very adventurous food. I eat everything.
No.
So everything makes me happy there. And what I really love was the cultural display, the colors, everything is so vibrant. That just tells us that our culture is not boring.
It's not boring
It's
at all.
not
Did you see the
boring.
dance where
Yes.
the gentleman carried the lady?
And that's why I think it's very important for parents not to forget where we're coming from, and also to pass it down to the children. Because as we are getting more urbanized, everything seems to be going.
Yes, we are losing touch.
We are losing touch of, you know, where we are from. Everybody wants to be different, or everybody wants to be modern per se, and then we forget our culture and our tradition. I think that's why it's very important to have a month. We should do this every day, but a month set out
a
for
whole
this,
month
yeah,
set out for
it's actually
heritage,
very
yeah.
important. So yeah, a big shout out to Citi.
I loved
You know?
the history behind the Menchia Palace. I love the fact that they told the true story of Yasantua as it should be told. Because I heard a story of the 1900s, a woman getting up to fight, just to fight for her people, because the men were afraid, the kings were afraid to fight. Opokuwari. They were all afraid to fight, and that was how come she had to dethrone them, because Opokuwari was there before another Ashanti king was there. She asked, can you help fight for us to retain our lands from the British? The first one went, and he was afraid. He just was about to let the land go, the Ashanti land go. But she said no, and she destood the man.
Right.
The second one, you to go and fight for the land. You decided to go and pair with the British. No,
I never
that
heard
will
that.
not happen.
Wow.
Yes, it was a story that was told when our Caravanites entered the
Right,
Menchia
right.
Museum. And then the third one was her child, her son, who had to be put on the throne for a good reason. And the reason Yasanta put her son on the throne was under conditions that if he is made king, there's no way he will side with the British against the people of Asante and sell the land of Asante to the British and our artifact to the British.
Yeah.
So he had to sign.
You know, I think this is a very important story, and especially for today,
Yes.
being International Women's
Exactly.
Day, it's women like this that have paved the road
Yes.
for a lot of us out here. Do you understand?
Their resilience has fought
yeah,
us
her
back. Yeah.
resilience, her strength, and you know, there are so many women inspired by this in different industries, and that's why women are taking space and taking positions in different
I mean, it's
industries.
20% when it comes to equality,
you
the
see?
gender equality.
Exactly.
Now, especially in our workplaces, we are at a rate of 20%. It used to be 16% in the past 5 years. As the rating was going yesterday from UNESCO, as I was reading on,
Right.
I realized now it's up to 20%. And that is quite applaudable. We know that in 2030, by the time we attain some form of upgrading when it comes to the gender equality, by 2030, we would definitely have taken up space.
Yeah, and you know, talking about that upgrading, before we get to that 2030, it's all about us talking about it. It's all about us creating awareness. Because if we just sit down and do not do anything about it, nothing's ever going to happen.
Words
no
and
change is going to
deeds.
happen. And a lot of people always ask, oh, but you guys keep talking about this. Are things really changing? We
Things
can
are
see that
changing.
it's changing.
It is changing.
And it's
We have
not
women
just
presidents.
talk. You understand? It's also awareness. So it's important that you take up space wherever you are as a woman, and also you should read more women's stories. I think that
Exactly.
actually would inspire you to want
Yes.
to be great
better.
or want to do better. You know, that also takes us back to yesterday's quote of the day.
Right.
You know, something about the antelope.
Yes, the antelope saying that if you stay at a spot in the forest for too long, you become bored. I think so.
Something
Yeah,
like
you
that.
become bored.
Something
like
about,
that.
you know,
Yes,
stagnation, and, you know, dissatisfaction. So as a
And
woman,
evolving.
I think it's also important for you to evolve. Don't just say because I'm a woman, I'm stuck in the kitchen.
no.
Don't just say because I'm a woman, I am what society
No.
say I should be. No, try to do new things.
Yes.
Like create new paths for yourself.
Of course.
Try to improve
Charter new
yourself,
paths.
you know. Try to improve yourself professionally and even personally. And all that. So yeah, I
So
really
you see
like
the
this
story of
story.
Yasantua
I really
helps.
like this story
And
of
one beautiful
Yasantua.
thing was when Yasantua's son encountered the British, these were his words. If you were able to sign a bond or a treaty with the chiefs of then, they are in the grave. Go to the grave and take the land from them.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, those were his words according to history that was being told to the Caravanites when they went to Mencha Palace. If you believe that you signed a bond or a treaty for our artifact and our lands, go to the grave sites where the chiefs you did that agreement with are buried. That is where you get it. And that is how Yasantua got up and spoke to the men in a time when women had no say in issues. So the 1900s, she fought and she won the lands for the people of Asante.
Wow.
That was awesome. I believe it was awesome.
Power to the women.
Power to the women.
Power to the
We'll definitely
women.
be seeing day 4.
Yeah, so day four, they actually went from Bono to Upper East region, with early breakfast at the Eastbed Hotel and, traveling all the way to Bolgatanga. But before they got to Bolgatanga, I'm sure they stopped in, so many places and you're wondering where. Let's take a look and see what happened as they got there.
All right, so it's day 4 already on the Heritage Caravan. It's exciting. I've dreamt of this thing for so many years. Of course, I've been to a lot of these places already, as I told you before, but it's just exciting to be on the Caravan. Day 4, it's Independence Day, and so happy independence to everyone that's watching right now and to all Ghanaians far and wide in Ghana and abroad. Well, the Heritage Caravan, we're here at the Eastbed Hotel. Eastbed is in the Bono region, in the Sunyani specifically, and we spent the night here. It was a beautiful night. We arrived here in the evening, had dinner, and then went and lounged a little bit. Some of us went to bed early, and then, to wake up bright and early because it's already just 7 a.m. and we're just about to set up. All the buses are set and ready. It was a beautiful trip all the way from Rock City Hotel. We passed through Boma and then we dovetailed and came through the forest to come here in Sunyani. Now, we're heading out today. We're going to Kintampo Falls. After the falls, we'll head out to Tamale, where we'll stop for a lunch break at the favorite restaurant in Tamale. And then we head off to Ganas in Bolga. So, this is day 4 that's planned out for you. I'll be back on your screens again tomorrow morning with what happens on day 4 and then prep you for day 5.
That was a beautiful display of culture right there. From Kintampo waterfalls, we saw how they enjoyed the 3 layers of the waterfalls. They enjoyed every bit of it, and most of them during the interview said or claimed that they did not know that the Kintampo waterfalls had 3 layers. They only knew it was 1 layer of a whole waterfall that was trickling down. But the knowledge of the 3 waterfalls, the stages, is amazing. I also discovered that it's 3 layers, and that is something good for you to learn. That is why we have the Heritage Month, and that is why the Heritage Caravan is important for you to be on. So make sure you're registering to be on for next year. And from there, I'm sure, I believe in my spirit, most of them enjoyed the Lamuji around Bolgatanga in Tamale. And you will see it because day 5 is spectacular. Let's go watch it.
All right, so good morning to you from the Modern City Hotel. It's a beautiful Friday morning. Of course, you know that it's a Friday. We say, and yeah, Friday. Yes, Dynamic Friday from here in Modern City Hotel in Tamale. Now, yesterday, we were at the Ganas Hotel. We slept there, woke up there, and it was beautiful. We went all the way to Paga, to the border over in Burkina Faso, and then we came all the way through and we spent the night here in Tamale. Now, this morning, of course, you can see us draped in purple, which is Hollard's Day, but apart from being Hollard's Day, it's also International Women's Day. So you know that's a purple color. So drape yourself in your purple wherever you may be. Now, as we're getting ready here, let me give you the itinerary for the day. So today we jet off from, actually no, let me just give you what happened last night. So when we arrived here last night, that wasn't the end of the day. So what we did was that after dinner, we then went over to the Dapema Palace, where we were hosted by the chief of Tamale, you know, in his palace, to a beautiful, beautiful Durbar. And I'm sure you'll be seeing footage of that as time goes on. Now, that was an amazing experience. You know, the dances, the several different dance troupes with different dances, ending with the Bamaya. That was just gorgeous. And of course, there was a horse display. The horse was dancing to the beat and everything else. That was just fantastic. And of course, our own Samolata Mensa also sitting in state as a sub-chief together with the other chiefs in the Dapema Palace. That was just an amazing experience for me. All right, so today, we're heading over to Mole in Larabanga, in the Damongo area there. And after that, we'll be jetting down straight to the Noda Hotel in Ejiso in Ashanti region, where, of course, tonight there's going to be a pool party with DJ Mingle. So, a lot of things happening. You don't want to miss out on it. We'll be bringing you updates as time goes on. Good morning, good morning. We're here at the Ganas Hotel. Now, the Ganas Hotel, we slept here last night in Bolga. It was a beautiful sleep. I had a very restful night. Now, the journey has been very interesting. Let me just remind you of how we got here to Ganas. Now, yesterday we set off from Usbed Hotel. It was a beautiful experience at Usbed Hotel. Of course, ending with a beautiful lounge experience in the night. And then we woke up in the morning, had a great breakfast, and we set off for Bolga from Sunyani. Now, we stopped. Our first stop was at Kintampo at the falls. Of course, you've seen some images and you see some beautiful experiences there. Of course, some people were panicking on the canopy walk, but you know, it was easy peasy, you know, just enjoying it. The canopy walk, and 170 something stairs up, then another 100 and something stairs down. It was just crazy, to the waterfalls and back and so on. So we had a great time at the Kintampo waterfalls, and then we headed straight to Tamale. Getting to Tamale, we stopped for a lunch break at the favorite restaurant. Great experience there too. And then we set off from Tamale and headed straight to Bolga. That's what we got here last night to pomp and pageantry. Only the way the Bolga people do it. It was just exciting and a wonderful time that we had last.
All right, so you just saw how we caught up with the Caravanites and everything that they have been doing and experiencing from day 1 of the caravan to today being day 5. And obviously today they're moving from the upper east to the northern region, which they're going to be having a lot of fun. I wish I was there. Don't you think?
Myself, I wish I was there now.
Well,
Are we allowed to go? It's a weekend. Oh, baggers, I'm working.
But here we are. We're actually here, you know, to entertain you and to keep you glued to the TV station. And I hope you're really enjoying it. And you're also watching the caravan through our TV screens. But if you want to see more, all you need to do is just head to our social media pages, Citi TV GH. That's on Instagram. And you can follow all the behind the scenes. So they still have 3 days more. 3 days more for them to be back to Accra. And throughout that 3 days, they'll be moving from the northern region to the Ashanti region, then the Ashanti region to the western region, and finally western region to Accra. They are having so much fun.